So you have an East Indian woman that's responding to a comment on TikTok from someone, but she's going to break down just how Black her community is. We're going to check that out.
I didn't correct that Black woman that Indians are racist because they're racist. She's right. We have to have a reckoning. That's why Vivek Ramaswamy and Usha Vance are happy to side with MAGA. That's why Nimrata is pretending she's a white woman. And that's why in this election, while Indians still by minority voted the most Democratic, we have a bigger section that is now voting Republican. It's because Indians have a built-in anti-Blackness and colorism. And when you argue with a Black woman to say that, well, we're not as dark as Black people, one, you prove to me that you don't know a lot of Black people. I grew up with lots of Black people who were definitely lighter than me. Not that I'm kind of in the middle. And I grew up with Indian people who were darker than Black people. And you would be lying. Or you have not met enough Indian people to see people of different colors. But what I think is actually happening is you are deeply racist. And you would like to believe the fair and lovely myth that we can bleach ourselves away from being brown and that we can pretend to be white. And I got bad news for you. We're not. And I'm actually very proud to be brown. Sounds like you're not.
Oh, it's Black Americans. We understand that, beyond with you, a lot of groups are anti-Black, and they can be darker than some of us, and they're anti-Black for sure. And that's why we are very cool on this immigration. That's why, because listen, we got enough anti-Black racists in this country we got to deal with. Why do we want to import more of them, right? You would think logically that, okay, all the people with melanin would join together and work together, right? But no, they rather join and work with the folks. And the folks don't like them. Just like with the Vivek Ramaswamy thing, the moment he advocated for more East Indians to come here through the H-1B visa program, they let Vivek Ramaswamy know exactly who he was and where he stood with the folks. And I loved every minute of it that the folks was getting up on his bumper like that, because we know who these people are. That's why we don't be in their circles. That's why we don't go join their groups or do anything, because we know exactly how they feel about Black people. We know these people. We know these people like the back of our hand, bro. We know how they gonna respond. We know they get down. We know how they gonna sabotage. We know how they gonna backstab. We know already. But you new people that come here, you think you know more than FBAs about the folks, and we like, okay, all right, deal with them. And then you find out. And then you got people like Patrick Bet David all talking about, oh, MAGA has a lot of white supremacists. Oh, really? They do? Before all that, before they got up on y'all and on him, telling him that he needs to go back to his Iranian homeland, right? He was all cool with them. But arguing with Black people about reparations and all that, yeah. But now since them folks got up at Patrick Bet David, now he's singing a different tune all of a sudden. I love it. And I need the good folks to keep on letting these other groups know where they stand. See, we already know. We got a perfect understanding. But these other groups think that y'all prefer them because they're not us, and they find out the hard way that you don't want nothing to do with any of them. And hey, we've been told them all, but they thought they thought that finessing y'all due to these other groups. Let me tell y'all something. As long as you spew anti-Black talking points, they'll love you. The moment that you advocate for your people, the moment that you speak against anything they're doing, even if it's just common sense why you're doing it, they will turn against you. And why would you want to be with anybody like that? Basically, if you don't agree with them 2,000%, then you're the scum of the earth. Why would you even? That's silly, and that would be a waste of time to talking to anybody like that. And it's childish. I can't be around childish people. Sorry, I just can't. You're not gonna agree with somebody 2,000%. But you other groups, and you knew agreeing with them people is wrong. You know deep down inside that's wrong. But that's what y'all get. You want to assimilate into white supremacy. Well, white supremacy always